Hey, Dr. Meininger here, and today we're going to be going over the 10 stretches that I do every morning in less than 5 minutes. I have Dr. John here. He's going to demonstrate those stretches as I kind of walk you through them. And so stretch number one, you're actually going to start out with a low back stretch, and you're going to lay flat on your back. You're going to bring your right leg up, your right arm out, and then you're going to take your left hand, grab a hold of that knee, and draw it across. Now this is a low back stretch. It's going to get the low back loosened up, relax those muscles, get those vertebrae moving. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds, and then you're going to switch sides. So go ahead and switch, Dr. John. Bring that right leg straight, left leg up, draw it across. Hold that for 10 seconds. Relax, deep stretch. Now bring it back to the midline. Now you're going to bring that right leg back up, straighten the left leg, and then you're just going to draw your knee up into your chest. Now this stretch will be for the low back a little bit, but it's primarily for the glutes. And so you're going to hold that one for 10 seconds, and you're going to relax. You're going to switch sides and get that left knee up there nice and high. Now it is important to understand that when you're stretching, they should always be in a pain-free range of motion. So you can go ahead and relax there, Dr. John. Come up into a seated position. Have your legs in the shape of a V. Now this is going to be a stretch for the hamstring muscles, so lean forward at the waist. What's important with this stretch is that you're looking out, you're not looking down. If you're looking down, you're going to stretch across your neck. This is not a neck stretch, this is a hamstring stretch. Now, if you notice that one hamstring is tighter than the other one, you can actually isolate that hamstring or stretch that one more by leaning towards that side. So Dr. John is now isolating the right hamstring by going out and reaching for his right foot. If your left hamstring is tight though, you can lean to the left foot. Now, good stretch. You should feel that right in the back of your legs. Next stretch, stretch number 4, you're actually going to bring the soles of your feet together. What you're going to do is you're going to grab your ankles and tuck your heels right to your glutes. Now, again, leaning forward at the waist, looking out, not down, leaning forward at the waist, you should feel that stretch on your inner thighs. If you don't feel that enough, you can grab your ankles, bring your elbows out, and then push down with your elbows on your knees. That will really get a good stretch on the inner thighs. Next, 10 seconds later, you're going to stand up. Now we're at stretch number 5, and this is going to be a stretch for the calf muscles. So we're going to go to a wall. We're going to put our foot, so John's got his left foot way behind him, get that heel flat on the ground, and then once it's flat on the ground, really lean into the wall. And you should feel a good stretch in your calf. Hold that one for 10 seconds, relax for a moment, and then switch sides. So again, get that right foot way back, get that heel on the ground, and then lean right into the wall. Just kind of drive your hips into the wall, and you'll feel a good stretch in your calf. Then once you stretch the calf muscles, now we're going to move to the quadriceps. So again, I like to use the wall to stabilize, but what you're going to do is you're going to lift up one leg, you're going to grab the ankle with your hand, and then you're going to pull that ankle right up into your glute. Now with this one, you want to make sure that you're pointing your legs straight down, and then you should feel that stretch in the quadriceps muscle. If you don't feel it in the quadriceps muscle, bring your knee back a little bit. So now he's switched to the right side. He's got his leg straight down. He doesn't feel that enough. He pulls back with the knee just a little bit. And you're really going to get a good burn or a good stretch in those quadriceps. So now we come back to center. We stretch that one for 10 seconds. Now again, I want to repeat, these should always be in a pain-free range of motion. So if you notice pain, you need to back off, at least in its intensity, if not holding off completely. Pain is a warning sign. It's okay to be stiff. It's okay to be achy. It's not okay to have pain. So now the next stretch we're going to do is going to be a stretch for the shoulders. So this is stretch number 7. What you're going to do, we'll do this one together, Dr. John. So I want you to take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder. Now take the opposite hand and draw the elbow in. You're going to feel that stretch across the shoulder joint. Now to open up the shoulder blades a little bit, you're just going to twist. Just about 30 degrees, 40 degrees of rotation, and now you should feel those shoulder blades opening right up. Holding that for 10 seconds, then you're going to switch sides. Right hand on the left shoulder, draw the elbow in, rotate 30 to 40 degrees, and now you have a great stretch across your upper back, mid back, and your shoulder joint. Stretch number 8, you're going to drop your hand to the back side of your shoulder, right behind your neck. You're going to take the opposite hand, grab a hold of your elbow, and pull it across. You can even bend the upper back a little bit, just make sure that you're not bending the low back a lot. This is not a stretch for your low back. This is a stretch for your shoulder and your upper back. So stretch, hold that for 10 seconds, relax, switch sides. Left hand up, right hand up, stretch across, bend all the way over, hold that for about 10 seconds, and then relax. Now we're going to finish up with stretches numbers 9 and 10, which are for the neck. So the first one, you're just going to drop your head straight to the side. Now, nice and relaxed, you should feel just a slight stretch on the side of your neck. If you want more of a stretch, you can actually take your fingers and just pull and separate the neck and the shoulder just lightly. You do not have to pull very much, but you're going to hold that for 10 seconds, relax, and then tilt to the opposite side. Now again, a little bit deeper of a stretch. Get those fingers up there. Bring the shoulder down and the head farther to the left, and that should give you a really good stretch on the sides of your neck. And then the last stretch, stretch number 10. We're going to turn, we're going to look over our left shoulder. We're going to hold that, and again, if we want a little bit more of a stretch, we can press in a little bit with our fingers. Holding that for 10 seconds. Relax, come back to center. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Push in lightly with your fingers. And again, 10 seconds later, you come back to midline. So now you've just completed 10 stretches in less than 5 minutes. If you get into that routine, you'll see how easy it is. Couple of keys. Number 1, if there's pain, back off. Number 2, if there's one side that's tighter than the other one. So let's say that you turn to the right and you notice that's tighter than turning to the left. I recommend you actually start with the turn to the right, stretch it for 10 seconds, switch to the left, hold it for 10 seconds, and then switch back to the right and hold it for 10 more seconds. So in other words, you're doing the tight side, you're stretching the tight side twice in relationship to the side that's not so tight. So again, if you guys have any questions on these stretches, you can just let us know in the office and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And so that's it for our 10 stretches in less than 5 minutes. Put that into your daily routine and you'll notice a difference.